Queensland is experiencing phenomenal growth due to increasing population and economic investment. Correlating with this growth, demand for commercial property in the state has been exponential. Today, I'm pleased to have Queensland partners Andrew Havig and Neville Smith discuss the benefit of investing in this booming state. Hey Andrew and Nev, glad to have you guys here. Just say hi to our audience.
Thanks for having us, Katherine. Morning all, my name's Andrew Havig from the Burgess Rawson office in Queensland, and I'm a partner within that office.
And hello, Katherine, thanks for having me here. Neville Smith out of the Townsville office. I've been with Burgess Rawson since 2022.
Today, I'm going to ask them a few questions about why people should invest in Queensland. What are the benefits of investing in commercial properties in Queensland?
There's plenty of benefits of investing in commercial property in Queensland. We've got a strong economy. We're leading the nation in terms of population growth as one of the top states in terms of net interstate migration, which is just putting so much pressure on the supply of commercial premises, which leads to rental growth, capital growth, and a great long-term outlook in terms of investing in Queensland.
Like the rest of the state, far north Queensland boasts a robust and diversified economy underpinned by strong industries such as tourism, agriculture, mining and construction. The region's economic growth is supported by substantial infrastructure investments, creating opportunities for investors. Tourism is a significant contributor to far north Queensland's economy, attracting millions of visitors annually.
Are there any asset classes investors should prioritise?
The favourable economic conditions in Queensland mean that investors are looking at all sorts of asset classes and doing really well with that. However, if I had to look at a particular few, I think that retail, fast food, childcare, medical, neighbourhood shopping centres and industrial property are all faring extremely well, with strong rental growth, strong buyer demand, and also tenants who are doing really well within those businesses as well.
The Far North offers investors a robust future growth plan as we're the end of the road for road freight. This has already been witnessed on the back of recent sales and population increases of over 23%, driving demand across all asset classes. Rapid population growth in far north Queensland, particularly in urban centres like Townsville, has seen increased demand in all property asset classes. This population influx creates a steady demand for commercial properties, enhancing the potential for rental income and capital appreciation.
Are there any particular sales that correlated with the growth?
A sale that comes to mind is, as part of our most recent auction portfolio, we had an inner city childcare centre in Dutton Park, which sold for $5.38 million at a yield of 4.84%. Remarkably strong yield, great inner city land holding where we had 14 registered bidders, and a property that's going to continue to perform into the future, we would suspect, with a tenant that's trading at 100% and a great piece of land. Property growth within commercial property is a function of yields and rental growth. So while Queensland has this robust economy that's translating into rental growth with a scarcity of available supply, we'll continue to see that rental growth. And with Queensland being larger on the global and Australian scale, that'll lead to continued demand and continued yield compression, we would suspect.
The substantial economic growth and development is reshaping northern Queensland. Over the last 12 months, we've transacted over 100 properties, resulting into more than $400 million worth of commercial property transactions in the region. Yields are as tight as sub 5%, with a recent sale in Ayr for a KFC selling on a return of 4.87%, while a convenience retail outlet in Aikenvale, underpinned by 7-Eleven, fetched $6.6 million. These factors signal a resilient market, attracting substantial investment from both local and interstate buyers.
Has funding for infrastructure increased to support the growth?
Yes, I would say that it definitely has. However, I'd say it's also the other way around, and that the infrastructure spending has contributed to the growth. The Queensland government for a fair while now has been extremely committed to new infrastructure projects, and that's been within southeast Queensland but also more broadly. Within Brisbane and Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, we're preparing for the Olympic Games in 2032, which, while may seem a long way away, there's an awful lot of preparation, planning and projects that will go into that. But locally we've got Cross River Rail, we've got the Howard Smith Wharves project, the Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast, along with Toowoomba, the airport, the hospital out there. There's some massive projects in southeast Queensland, but also in Townsville, Cairns, Mackay, Rockhampton. Some of these mining and agricultural hubs are just seeing huge spending, which drives money into the region, fuels confidence, fuels population, wage growth, tightened supply, all the things that you look for within a thriving and diverse economy.
In addition to Andrew's comments regarding North Queensland region, the Townsville market alone hosts the largest Defence Force base in the country. We've also seen further investment into Queensland with the Singapore Defence Initiative, which is a $2 billion project spreading across the last 20 years, or the next 20 years I should say, spread between Rockhampton or Shoalwater Bay and Townsville.
So what is the outlook for commercial property market in Queensland?
We'd say, both Nev and I would say, that it's an ideal time to be investing in the Queensland market. A lot of properties that you're buying right now, you're buying below replacement cost, given the huge construction price surge that we've seen. So you're buying quality assets in a diverse economy, below replacement cost, and also in a macroeconomic time where it's strongly believed that interest rates are near the top of their cycle. You know, yes, there's people talking about one or two moves north potentially, but generally speaking, there's a belief that we're at the top of that cycle. And so as rates come down, we would typically see yield compression. And then as a backdrop to that, you've bought an asset below replacement cost in a great economy, great location, you know, for long term for you and your family.
Further to Andrew's comment, the North Queensland region also hosts the ability to deal with the influx of people moving from from southern states, from Melbourne and Victoria into North Queensland looking for an affordable housing solution. That's further stemmed the demand for underpinned services such as medical services and industrial services into our region. The population growth into North Queensland over the next 20 years is nothing short of substantial, with an anticipated population growth nudging over 700,000 people. The industrial property market will see a huge growth phase from investors over the next 12 months, with again, no different to southeast Queensland, buying under replacement values is a huge attraction for investors right now.
Hey Andrew, just talk a little bit more about the listings that you have in this campaign.
Sure, we've got a retail centre in Pacific Pines on the Gold Coast, multi-tenanted retail centre, and the exact sort of non-discretionary retail that's been so popular of late. A lot of food, essential service and medical tenants on a large land holding in a growing Gold Coast location that's massively constrained with a limited land supply. Net leases where the tenants pay all outgoings and strong fixed annual reviews. So that's the sort of property that if someone was looking to diversify into commercial property would be an outstanding solution.
I know you have a little burger shop in this campaign. I'm pretty interested in that one. Just tell me a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So the demand for QSR assets, or quick service restaurants, is proving to be the flavour of the month. Yet again, we're marketing a brand new drive-through property in Slacks Creek, just south of Brisbane CBD, that hosts a brand new 10-year lease to Slim's Burgers.
Thank you for sharing your insights, your experience with us. That's all for today, I think.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Katherine. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.